let's go ahead and let's get you some money. Let's win you some money. What's in my book presented by mybookie.ag. Sign up today and use our promo code BENCH, BENCH, and you'll double your first deposit. I'm going to say it. I'm chasing the ACC football bug right now, chasing the ACC football dragon, losing a lot of money doing it. I put money on North Carolina to cover against Pitt. It was +3. They lost by 7. So I've missed by half a point 2 weeks ago, and now 4 points this week. I'm on a bad losing streak. And I don't know how I'm going to pull myself out of it, but let's try it. Let's figure it out, Nick. What do you got?
Hey, you're either hot or you're doing. We're due, baby. So first one, this is the lock of the week. I don't think this game is even close. Titans -10.5 versus Texans. Not even close. Titans are going to steamroll over the Texans. I don't think the Texans are even going to put up more than 5 or more than 6 points. I think the Titans can run the ball with Jeremy Nichols and Adrian Peterson and just get the ball out to A.J. Brown, and they will scorch the Texans.
Yeah, I think that one's a pretty easy lock. The 10-point spreads are tough in the NFL, but we did just see the Cowboys cover. Yeah, the Cowboys just covered a 10-point spread by 40 points. So it can happen. My first line that I got is college football. SMU this weekend is +12 against Cincinnati, and those odds are going off at -110. Cincinnati, I don't think is covered in 3 weeks because they've been playing their AAC opponents, and I think they're favored by like 20 points a game, and they haven't won by that much. And 12 points against the SMU team that it's not the matchup we were hoping for. We were hoping that SMU was going to be undefeated and ranked in the top 15 possibly when this game came down the line. SMU is still good. SMU is still a very talented team, and the fact that Tulsa almost beat Cincinnati, give me the Mustangs +12 every single day of the week and twice on Sunday. They're going to cover that. That's easy -110 odds.
I like those a lot. Those are very, very solid. My next one, I just talked about Formula One, so why not continue with that? Max Verstappen to win the Qatar Grand Prix, which is on Sunday at +140. Obviously, the odds are toward Lewis Hamilton, but why not go with the young gun and Max Verstappen? So I don't know. I don't have a reason for it. I like Lewis Hamilton more, but fuck it. Give me Verstappen to come back strong on +140 odds.
Verstappen's got the rubbing his racing mindset. He's been in controversy a couple times because of the way that he races and kind of puts other people in bad spots. So he drives hard.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Racing, brought to you by the far end of the bench, probably for the first time ever.
First and possibly only time ever. Yes, rubbing is racing. The Days of Thunder. Shout out Tom Cruise because nobody knows who Tom Cruise is. Michigan State +19 against Ohio State is also going off at -110. Now, hear me out. I know that Michigan State has that loss against Purdue. I know that Ohio State just beat the shit out of Purdue. Honestly, Purdue scored more than they should have against Ohio State. 31 points. And you're telling me you got Kenneth Walker going up against that defense this week. Are they going to win? Probably not. I would like them to because I don't want to see Ohio State in the Final Four again. But Michigan State can keep this thing close. +19 with Kenneth Walker in the backfield. I'll take those odds.
But it will hit the cover of +19.5 solely on the reason that they're going to run the snot out of the ball and the clock is going to tick.
Well, I mean, both sides are going to run the ball too because Ohio State's been killing people on the ground the last few weeks.
So that's the whole reason 19.5 is very, very steep. The reason why college football games get out of hand like that is because teams just fucking air it out. And if you have C.J. Stroud and I don't even know who the quarterback is for Michigan State is, if you have those two motherfuckers just air it out, then something's gone wrong. Ohio State and Michigan State are just going to run the ball and play smash mouth football.
Oh, it's old school Big Ten football. I love it.
Old school Big Ten football +19.5 in a game like that is very, very steep.
Who knows what the weather's going to be like too because it's Columbus in November.
Exactly, yeah. And cold weather always results in running football. All right, my last beat of the week. I went UFC here because there's a UFC card this week.
I looked at those ones too, but I didn't know anybody's name.
It's not a very good one. Don't get me wrong.
It's at like 6 a.m, isn't it?
Yeah, because I think they're having the fight. It's on Fight Island because I think maybe it's 2 weeks is another UFC card. I don't know. But it's Miesha Tate in the main event. She's at -110 odds. against Kelton Vieira. Never heard of this chick before. Never seen her fight. I know who Miesha Tate is. That's the only reason why I'm betting this.
I know who Miesha Tate is very well.
So that's why I'm going minus 110 odds. If you're gonna, because I had to save college football odds because that's the ride the slope this week. Spoiler alert, and I couldn't find a whole lot of the good NFL odds outside of the Titans game because of how fucking wishy-washy the whole week has been. So that's why I went this one.
Yeah, I mentioned it earlier as well. The Colts +7 against the Bills. I saw it at +100 earlier today. I believe it went to +105, if I'm not mistaken. Actually it's -105. So I should have taken it earlier. It was at +100. Now it's at -105. But I think the Colts are good enough to just make it a closer game. Because the Bills probably aren't going to blow anybody else out throughout the rest of the season until they play I think that they've actually played the Jets twice already. So maybe when they play the Dolphins again, they might get a blowout win. I think everybody else on their schedule will keep it close because this team is very good, and I think this team is very hungry, and they want to get to the next level, but they still have those lapses in their play to where you're like, why are you – you shouldn't be here.
The way they are. Yeah. Why are you doing this?
You shouldn't be doing that. But the Colts +7, I had it at +100, but -105, I still like it a lot too. So
yeah, I like that one a lot. I think the Bills will still win, but I don't see why the Colts can't cover.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into are we riding? Did we ride the slope well last week?
Jimmy, it's a bad week. You want to know why? Because we missed our ride the slope parlay last week. I shit you not, by a half a point.
Yep.
Michigan fucking loses or won by 10 points. It was 10.5 spread ahead last week. We hit Lehigh to cover. We hit I forgot what the last one was, but it was the under, and we hit that. We hit both of those. The last 15 seconds. Fucking Michigan. They had no I don't know who the fuck they played. I forgot who it was. It was Buffalo. Buffalo hit a 3 at the end of the game, and they covered. They covered that fucking 10.5 spread. I was losing I saw the highlight of it because I wasn't watching the game because I'm not that fucking big of a nerd to watch that kind of college basketball game this early in the year. But shit, we were right there. We almost had the spread, and
I have the ride the slope pick from last week. So it was UCLA over Villanova -2.5.
UCLA won in overtime by I think it was by 6 or 7. They covered that.
Mm-hmm. Michigan -15.5 over Buffalo -110.
Yeah, and that those odds were they lost. They're up by 16, and they won by 13 or whatever it was. It was right at the end of the game. They covered, and I was losing my mind. And that was we almost fucking did it. We almost fucking did it. This is the week. We're gonna fucking hit it. It's gonna fucking happen. I know it's gonna happen because last week we were almost there, and this week we're gonna get right back on or get on track because we've never been on track.
No, we've been rolling down the mountain.
We've been rolling all the way down. It's time to get our asses up off the fucking slope and ride that shit. So the first one, because fuck Texas, we're going West Virginia -2.5 against Texas at -110 odds because fuck Texas, horns down, and we're going West Virginia to win that game as the
second personal foul.
I don't care. Easy mode. That's easy mode for me. Medium mode, because Alex Padilla is going to win the goddamn Heisman Trophy next year. Fucking book it. And that kid is a goddamn special over there in Iowa. They finally started him in the game. Iowa -12.5 against Iowa. That is very hard. I know, because Illinois is halfway decent sometimes, and Iowa doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, but Alex Padilla is going to get this Iowa Hawkeyes back on the fucking track. And -12.5, they're going to cover that at -110 odds as well. And Iowa is the medium fucking there. And then most difficult, here we go. I got to get wild here. Nebraska +9 against Wisconsin. Nebraska is the best 3-6 team in the country. Yes, you heard it first.
You saw what Wisconsin did last week, right?
Yep, I did see what Wisconsin did last week, and I don't care because I'm riding the Will Compton hype train saying that this is the best 3-6 football team in the country, and Nebraska is going to cover +9 against Wisconsin. Jimmy, we haven't hit a single one, so we got to get stupid here and just start thinking outside the box. So we're thinking outside the box here at -115 odds, altogether 567. We're hitting it this week. It's the fucking week we're gonna hit it. I know we are. We were this close last week. We're gonna hit it this week.
I don't know. I mean, I think the thing that popped into my head when you said Nebraska is the best 3-win team, it's Stan Eminem. He's like, I say that shit just clowning, dog. How fucked up is you? Like, Will Compton doesn't believe that shit.
No, he doesn't, but I don't care. We gotta hit one of these weeks.
Hey, in Scott Frost we trust, right? Because he just got an extension and a restructure, and yeah, they're never leaving him. He's never leaving. He's here for life. That's what's gonna happen.
This parlay. I may lose all 3 odds. Let's be honest here. There's a good chance I lose all 3 here because I went Texas may figure it out this week. Iowa, I fucking love Padilla. Shout out CCOD. But Illinois always fucking makes games close for whatever reason. Yeah. And then fucking Nebraska, I'm betting on Nebraska. There's a good chance we lose all 3 this week, but maybe we need a week where I get obliterated in every single one of these for us to win the next week. So we gotta hit one of these we're hitting this week.
Well, maybe people are taking you ride the slope and just doing the opposite too, because that's the
I hope thing so. Maybe we need to do that. You can do the exact opposite and don't listen to me.
Either way, we should have some extra money in our pocket. That's what's in my book and the Ride the Slope parlay, presented by our sponsor, mybookie.ag. Sign up today and use promo code BENCH, BENCH, and you'll double your first deposit.